Right, let's tie our zig. First thing you want to do is get the length of the zig that you want to be fishing. Out here it's about 6 to 7 foot, so I want to fish between 3 and 4 foot off the bottom. So that's about 3 foot. Lovely. Right. Now you want to tie a little loop in the end of the line for your hook bait. Make it as small as possible, because the hook bait's going to be really small, so you don't want a lot sticking out the bottom. So we tie a loop, trim that. Good little trick here is, because as you can see it's quite wiry, the line, is to put a bit of heat through it. Just gently pull it through your fingers a couple of times. What that'll do is that'll straighten it out lovely. So presentation's perfect. When that's sitting up in the water column, it's not all wiry, it's nice and straight, and that aids with your hooking as well. Next thing we want to do is we want to choose the colour of the foam that we're going to use. Now in the ZIG kit that you get, you've got red, white, black and yellow. Now I'm using yellow today because the sun's out a little bit, but I do like black as well. Although red and white I've caught on those plenty of times as well before on other waters. So what we're going to do is cut off a little bit, about 10mm of the foam, and just trim it up. Just trim it up until you get a small piece which is like a little bit of a wedge shape, like that. Small as possible. You'll be surprised that that will pull up and hold up that size 12 mugger. The smaller the better, I've found, especially on pressure waters like Sandhurst, where a lot of people use ZIGS, or on runs waters like Thorpley, places like that. Small as possible. Let's stick that on our baiting needle, like so. And you noticed I haven't tied my hook onto my zig yet. Now the reason I haven't tied it on is because I want to position that bit of yellow foam as tight to the back of the mugger as possible. So let's put our foam on first. A little float stop, or a little hair stop should I say. Stick that on so it holds it all in place, all flush, like so. Next I put my hook on. Like I said, I want to tie the hook on so that bit of foam as tight as possible to the back of the hook. So I hold it, the foam and the hook tight to the back, and then I do just a basic knotless knot. Hold them together. End of the line through the eye, pull tight, and as you can see, that's as tight to the back of the hook as possible. Just by tying the hook on last, you can position that, tie that no knotless knot to the back of the hook, and it's lovely. There you go. Now that's ready to tie onto the clip system and cast out. Something else worth mentioning about fishing ZIGS is to fish a tight line. I fish a tight line so I've got direct contact to any pickups that I might have, and the bites can be really weird with ZIGS. What you'll find is you'll get something like this. You'll just get a couple of up and down bleeps and then it'll just drop back. You very rarely get one toners. It's where the fish is picking up that long length of line with a bit of foam on, and it's just moving the lead up and down, so you're going to get an up and down indication. Hit those and you should be into a fish. There you go, that's how I fish my ZIGS. This time of the year, the sun's getting higher up in the sky, water temperature rising, the fish are rising up in the water column. No matter how deep or shallow your lake is that you fish, give the ZIGS a go. Everything you need is in those ZIG rig session packs by Gardner. Everything's in there, so you don't need to go and buy separate components. Give them a go and go out there and reap the benefits of fishing ZIGS.
Visit www.carpcrossing.com.